Wrote another script for Spielberg called Young Sherlock Holmes, and then decided I wanted to move back to New York and write a little bit. And Spielberg called me again. He was essentially my godfather, and he said, George, meaning George Lucas, George and I would like you to write the third Indiana Jones movie. And I said, okay, that's awesome, because Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of my favorite films of all time. And I'm telling you guys this story because I know a lot of you guys are young, but I want you to get this into your head. If any of you are thinking of becoming writers, remember this one story from tonight, the most important story I'll tell you. I went into a hotel room, which was sort of a working office with Spielberg and Lucas, two of my idols. And basically, I spent the week there in this hotel room, 8 hours a day. Spielberg and Lucas mapped out together. I had all these notebooks. I'm writing furiously. Mapped out the entire story in their head of what should be the third Indiana Jones movie. That story was called Indiana Jones and the Stone Monkey King. It was a horrible idea, by the way. But I was too scared. I was too nervous, too sort of caged in, sort of terrified by the fact that these were my idols telling me this story. I knew the idea was bad. I knew some of the scenes were bad, some of the characters, some of their dialogue that they repeated verbatim. But I went back to my apartment and I essentially just worked like a secretary. I wrote down everything they said and didn't use any of my own instincts as a writer to change anything. As a result of that, I turned in a script, and 5 weeks later they fired me. And I realized a very valuable lesson, which is follow your instincts as a writer. If something tells you that it's wrong and it's not working, it's not real, it doesn't live on the page, then you should change it. And I vowed at that point, it was 1985, to never ever do that again. And it was